Hey guys, it's your friend Dima back yet again for another video, but this isn't really a review. This is kind of a little update on Pyra Magna. I did some research on this and I found out a couple things. I can't believe I completely forgot about this, but I learned that the Pyra Magna has a little issue with her hips. If you saw my review on the Victorian review of it, I posted up. It did have some quality issues, but it's not the figure itself, it's more the assembly. I don't have hotspot here to show it off with this, but this is just to show off what this is. So this video is going to be really quick. What it is here in the back on Pyra Magna, this little, I'm not sure how well this is going to show up in there, but you can see this little red bit of plastic right there has actually been assembled incorrectly on the figure when they was in the factory. What happened was they reversed it. You turn it around and you flip it this way. I'm gonna try to pull it back as far as I can. You see the same, I'm trying to get enough light in there. See the same strip in there, but you see there's a little bit of plastic. There's a little bit better. That little tab picking out right there off this red here. That actually is the problem. What it is when it's supposed to be backwards, it's supposed to be turned around on the other way, where that is supposed to be on the back side of this, basically supposed to be on this side of the figure. Because it's on that side, it's pushing up against this bit of plastic here, which is actually causing the stress marks and all right in here, which is causing this to kind of push out some. And as you can see, if you push this up, let me put our arms up a little bit more. When you push it forward, you can see it's got a lot of gap in between there when it's really supposed to be all the way up against the front part of it. You can fix this. If you take and unscrew these 3 screws out of her leg, you can actually pull the leg apart and basically disassemble it. And then if you get a pin, the little pin needle, and pop the pin out of that joint right there, or this one, as you can see, a little bit easier, you can pop that out and just kind of flip it around and pop it back in and put it all back together. You can do that, but in doing some research on videos, I saw that MGO, the fellow reviewer, on his review, that he actually, what he did is he removed those screws and pulled it out just enough. I don't know if he pulled the whole leg off or not, or at least this part of the leg off. But what he did is he took a nail file or some nail clippers and he clipped that plastic and just shaved it down just a little bit as well, which should help, which I would think would be a lot easier to do than taking all this apart to just flip that piece around, because it's not going to matter either way. More likely that's what I'm going to do. I doubt I'll do a review on it, but I might, I don't know yet. It's just a little something I thought I'd announce out here. And plus it shows off why mine was acting up like it did. I also found out something else on this figure. When you go to transform her into Victorian, you're going to be facing in this direction, which causes, you see these black pieces back here for her in her hips. But you can get around that, at least on one side. On mine, I don't know if everybody can do this. If you take the ratchet and you ratchet it up, and then you swivel right here at the base of the hip area, you swivel all that around, you can get the red bit there showing, and then you just swivel right here below the hip into the proper position. You can then basically ratchet this down, and it kind of, I think it wears a little bit, because you can see this bit of plastic here, the way this is, kind of pushes up against all that, but you can slide it around. I've tried it on this side as well. Let's see if I can ratchet it around, but I just can't quite. Well, there we go. It's actually going now. There, yeah. See, you can kind of get it. I'm scared to kind of push it any further, and it kind of does make it look a little better. It also helps if I flip this back around to get it basically where you're supposed to for robot form or combined form. I'll show that off on this side as well. Just turn this, flip this up. And you see it does kind of peg in like it's supposed to. And once I get this straightened out right, get this up like it's supposed to, it should sort of. As you see, it's not getting all the way. I don't know if there's another bit right there that's kind of keeping me from doing it. I'm trying not to force it too much, but you can. Let's see if I can get it to click without it breaking. I think that's about got it almost. It looks like it. Let's try it again. As you can see, it does get it, and it straightens it out a little bit better than what it was, and you also see it's not really rubbing up against the back of it, so it actually giving it a little bit better, and it actually looks better with the red right up here. So that's actually, if I can get that switched right, actually that did do it. As you can see, I just didn't have this side fixed down, so that does actually work better if you having to do any kind of mechanical stuff. Plus mine is going to be displayed as Victorion anyhow, so it is going to be a plus for the figure. I mean, because you're going to basically, you're going to do this without it. So I'll actually see if I can go ahead and ratchet this out just a little bit. Well, actually I can do it this way just to kind of get me the clearance out that I need to get the, well, I gotta swivel it to get this set here for Victorion in her combined mode. There we go. That'll give me the, just kind of lock all this back again real quick. Oops. I'm just trying to do this really quickly. Just enough to get the head out of the way. Or the combined head. There. Now we'll ratchet this back down like so, and we'll just kind of flip these up. Get this side first and this side, and there we go. This is basically, whoops, I'm just trying to get the last little bit of this just done real quickly just to show it off. Flip these panels down, flip her head around. And see, it does look better with the red there now. Plus, you don't have the screw sticking out, so you can display Victorion like this. Again, that's just a little thing I noticed that you can do. I wasn't even sure. I'm happy it actually worked all the way on this one. I must not have just had just enough torque behind it. But it does. Again, it will rub right there in the middle of that, on that black. But if you're going to display it like this, it's not going to hurt nothing, I don't think. You just have to remember, if you decide to separate her and separate it back into her component parts as Pyra Magna and the others, it's something to look forward to dealing with. But actually, let me grab the others and I'll show off how she looks fully combined. Just bear with me a second. They're kind of not quite out of reach, but just enough. And we'll just go ahead and quickly recombine her up into Victorion again. Almost forgot the panels here. Let's raise the camera back up so you can see the full look here. One side. Just slide that in place. Slide her other arm there. All we need now is rust dust here, which I do prefer doing it this way. I think it definitely fits her more securely, and it kind of does look a little better in my book. I mean, granted, yes, the Autobot insignia is upside down, which I forgot to mention in a previous video. But just peg that in like so, and there we go. And there's Victorion all combined up. And as you can see, once again, it does look really good with the red down in here, instead of looking basically at the screws. You can see she's kind of tilting forward because of the way I got the ratchets right now, but Let's just straighten it out just a little bit. There we go. One little click and she's back to normal. But that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this. I just wanted to do this really quickly just to show this off. Get her to hold her sword. But she doesn't want us in. There we go. Took her a minute to get it in there. It does kind of, you do have to work with it. I'm also doing this. But it does look fairly good when you just take a little effort and work with her. Kind of ratchet that up and straighten her up. There we go. And you can see she looks really good in this form. But again, guys, lastly, please like, comment, and share this video. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. And don't forget to check out Prime Toys for collected grade toys without collected grade pricing, my sponsor. And with the new couple of codes here, you can still use the code TRANSMISSIONS and get 10% off your order for all Transformers products. But now that T has posted up some Titan Return figures, you can go in and type in the code Transmission Titan and get, when you get $75, not only we get you those figures, but you get an extra figure as well for free. This is the little Titan deluxe figure, or not deluxe, excuse me, it's the smaller figure, but still pretty cool. You get one, you know, the little small Headmaster ones that's like $6. You can still get one of those for free with your order. So definitely worth checking that out, guys. But this, once again, this is Dom saying thanks for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon.